Imagine embarking on an adventure into the snow-covered wilderness of the Ural Mountains, the kind of trip that promises camaraderie, triumph, and breathtaking views. Now, imagine 9 of those adventurers never returning, found weeks later under conditions so bizarre and terrifying that they've haunted investigators for over 60 years. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident, one of history's most bone-chilling unsolved mysteries. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for the disturbing details. In January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov set out on a trek through the unforgiving Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. They were young, skilled, and full of enthusiasm. It was supposed to be a challenging but manageable journey, one that would earn them the highest certification for skiing and mountaineering. Their trek began uneventfully, documented in cheerful photos and diary entries. They were climbing towards a mountain locals ominously referred to as Dead Mountain. Yes, Dead Mountain. Would you even risk going there? But hey, the group seemed undeterred. Who wouldn't want an Instagram-worthy summit picture? Oh wait, no Instagram back then. My bad. The hikers pitched their final camp on February 1st, 1959, just below the mountain's peak. By the following morning, every single one of them would be gone. When the group failed to return on schedule, a search party was sent out. On February 26th, their tent was discovered, but what rescuers found defied explanation. The tent had been slashed open from the inside. Clothes, shoes, and gear were scattered everywhere as if the group had fled in a frenzy. Fled from what? The first bodies were found about a mile downhill, near the edge of a forest. They were barely dressed, some without shoes, lying in the snow, as if they had collapsed mid-run. But here's where it gets weird, or should I say weirder. 2 of the bodies had burnt hands, suggesting they'd tried to light a fire in desperation. Others had fractured skulls, broken ribs, and internal injuries comparable to a car crash, yet no external wounds. One victim was even found missing her tongue and eyes. Yes, you heard that right, missing her tongue and eyes. What in the actual Siberian nightmare is going on here? Now, quick question. If you were in the middle of nowhere, freezing to death, what would it take for you to run out of your tent? Barefoot? A bear? A yeti? Your ex with a Spotify breakup playlist? Investigators were baffled. Soviet authorities labeled the cause as a compelling natural force. Sure, sounds convincing. If compelling natural force includes mutilation and a complete lack of logic. Over the years, countless theories have emerged, each more bizarre than the last. One popular explanation is an avalanche, but experts have questioned this. The slope was too shallow and the tent wasn't buried. Plus, if an avalanche scared them out of their tent, why didn't they return once the danger had passed? Avalanches don't usually steal tongues or eyes, do they? Others believe the Soviet military was testing secret weapons in the area. Radiation was found on some of the hikers' clothes, and strange orange orbs were reportedly seen in the sky around the time of their deaths. Were they collateral damage in a Cold War experiment gone wrong, or is this just Russia being Russia? Then, there's the paranormal crowd. Some say the hikers were attacked by a yeti. Others claim alien abduction. I mean, sure, why not throw in little green men? Maybe they needed a tongue for intergalactic reasons? Just when you think the case couldn't get any stranger, it does. In 2019, a new investigation revisited the incident and concluded, get this, it was likely a type of rare avalanche. But skeptics argue the evidence still doesn't add up. Why did they leave the tent half-dressed? Why were their injuries so inconsistent, and what about the missing tongue? And here's the real kicker. The case was quietly closed again, leaving us with more questions than answers. It's almost as if someone or something doesn't want us to know the truth. So, what do you think happened that night? Was it an avalanche, a military cover-up, or something more sinister, an unknown force lurking in the mountains waiting for its next victims? Whatever the answer, the Dyatlov Pass incident reminds us that some mysteries are as cold and unforgiving as the snow-covered wilderness itself. If this story sent shivers down your spine, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more chilling tales. Let me know in the comments what you think really happened that night, and remember, some places are better left unexplored.